already live.
Yeah.
It always happens. You see me standing there for a while.
This could be.
All right. Welcome to episode 24 of The Drop Live with Believe in the Run. And you've got...
Robbie.
Where are you from?
Baltimore, Maryland.
Oh, from Baltimore, Maryland. And we've got...
Not born and raised there.
Jeremy Ardanuy.
And where are you from?
Silver Spring, Maryland.
Ooh.
Silver Spring. And one of us three is fast enough to go after an OTQ at CIM.
Yep.
And
fail.
Well...
Oh. Spoiler alert.
Dang, you didn't have to tell everybody I failed, because I did fail doing the NCR, but not even trying. Jeremy, we're going to talk a little bit about today, because Jeremy actually went for the CIM OTQ. If you saw pictures of a sea of pink and green vapor flies running down the streets of Folsom to
a few
Sacramento.
HOKAs in there as well, mixed in.
Really? Yeah.
3 or 4.
Then you saw this guy in that swarm. So, Jeremy, man, what was it like lining up, getting ready to gun this down? Like, before we
start, we're still getting used to this. We are sponsored by Hemp Daddy CBD. We talked about them a couple times before. I miss getting that sleep because I'm out of all my product now. I should probably hit him up and be like, dude, get us some Christmas presents, you know?
We need some Hemp Daddy in our life.
Yeah, but we have a discount code in our description, 10% off. Could save on that. And he's an ultra runner, cool dude, knows his stuff.
Yeah.
It's all organic, sourced from Family Farm in Colorado. So check that out. And on to the...
And I was going to interrupt myself here with him anyway, so it was fine that we got that interruption.
Okay.
Because before we do that, I want, can we get a little running resume of, like, this past year has been kind of incredible for you. So we get to see you running all the miles all the time because, you know, as part of the Faster Bastards, we're super fans of our own group, and you happen to run with us, so we've been following your daily runs. But can you give a little background on your 2019 and just some of the high points?
Sure. So I've run nearly 5,000 miles this year. Probably going to come up just short because I'm not going to chase those miles just for the sake of 5,000 right now.
Dude, I haven't even, and I know people are always like, oh, I wouldn't even drive my car that far. I literally haven't driven my car 5,000 miles this year.
He does. He walks to work. Oh, that's kind of weird.
It's crazy.
But let's see. So I came in having that Baltimore PR last year of 2:40 in the marathon, and then that shortened half marathon where the course was 11.9 miles, where it was about the equivalent of a 1:14.
That was the Annapolis
half. Yeah, if it had been a full course. So I came in targeting the Toledo Glass City Marathon in the spring. I was looking for sub 2:30 in that, so basically just up mileage to a pretty high level, probably average 80, 85 miles per week in the whole 4 months leading up. Ran a 1:11 half marathon, a 15:20 5K at the Shamrock one.
Okay.
And then at Toledo I ran 2:28:41.
It's amazing because if you're thinking about like even a 5K, I ran the Shamrock too. He finished 5 minutes before me, so that's 15 what?
15:20. So it was like 4:50.
It was almost
pace.
exactly 5 minutes faster than me. And that's a 5K.
Yeah.
So in reality, me coming in 5 minutes, that's a mile behind him at the pace you were running.
Yeah, so that was my first
insane.
race over a mile where I ran sub
mile
5s.
2, finished.
That's insane. And
sorry, good job.
I mean, Jeremy's won pretty much all the races around Baltimore, this year, that he's entered. Okay,
there's it's either you or Tyler Muse.
Yeah,
is pretty much they swap out. Now there's a new kid.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the one that NCR.
New fast blood
the
around,
NCR.
It's good.
It is good because Robbie and I talk about like the competition just in anywhere in your life makes you try and work a little bit harder. So anyway.
Okay. Yeah.
So that was my spring cycle. I was a little injured through the month of May, just trying to get back to it. Came back, ran the Baltimore 10 miler in June, and just
it was like off to the races. Literally.
Yeah. So raced a bunch in the summer, just trying to race myself back into shape, and then decided to target CIM for the Olympic trial qualifier because that was just a big enough goal to excite me and really get after it. Yeah. And I knew if I was gonna try and PR by 9 minutes, I would have to do something pretty extreme in training. So I essentially averaged 120 miles through the first 15 weeks of training prior to the taper. I did the Baltimore Marathon, which I won
What was the time on that again?
2:27:16.
Yeah.
And that's Baltimore Marathon. It's a great course, but it is not an easy course.
It's very hilly.
Yeah.
And I ran a couple halves. I improved from that 111 to a 109 in September.
Jeez.
And then I was like, well, I have a lot of work to do because that's goal marathon pace. You know?
Yeah.
And then I ran a 107 in Richmond. In
What is
November.
a sub 110 half marathon pace?
So 109:30 would be 5:18 pace.
5:18.
Exactly.
Jeez.
And then what's
So the
Okay.
107:38 I ran was, I think, 5:10 pace.
okay?
So then I wanted
That's
to
insane.
CIM with the goal of running 5:18 for the full marathon.
And so
Kind of walk us through it.
yeah,
'cause
walk us through
you're-
CIM
yeah.
because I think anyone who follows running closely has seen the photos of everyone collapsing over the finish line, just eking it out under that 2:19
Yeah.
time,
Or
or the
guy that was
depths
on
of defeat.
I guess he was on Matt Chittum's podcast, which we're going to be on soon to talk about some of the shoes we saw at Trey. I'm
That's-
excited about that.
So that's the Rambling Runner podcast.
Yeah.
So if you listen to that, we're going to be on that in the next
that
week
guy
or so.
that just
Peter Bronca?
who is that the guy
Yeah.
who didn't he came in right
Like
after
2 seconds late.
Yeah.
Apparently Megan listened to that and
It's a good
cried.
It's a good podcast. Yeah.
I got to listen to that one
Yeah.
because it's crazy.
Very emotional.
Yeah.
It's good.
So walk us through like what it was like, kind of
Sure.
like
Yeah, so I mean, it was a little warm, like 50s, a little humid, but not too bad. Pretty decent running weather. And I was in the seated corral up there, so it's just a ton of guys who are all going for the standard in there, right behind the elite corral. So it's
Yeah.
just crazy energy right at the start, and then
I imagine like horses like blow
yeah,
steam
people
out
are
of their
just,
nose.
people are pumped up,
paw on
really
the ground.
pumped up. So it was really exciting, and nervous, obviously,
Yeah.
the race. So we start going, and the first few miles or so, the pack was so thick of people going for it, you can't even move. Like, I was afraid if I moved to the side, I'm going to trip on someone. Like, literally, it was like
Yeah, really.
elbow to elbow
Wow.
like that, like hundreds of guys.
Like New York City Marathon style.
Yeah, it was like you couldn't move, and it was like sort of an issue. You couldn't get over to the water stations over there.
Wow.
Oh wow.
But luckily, like a lot of the guys in the elite corrals who had bottles were being very generous, sharing their
Oh, wow.
Martin around, which got some swigs of that. So that was really
That's
nice.
nice.
That is cool.
Because it was toasty out, so you needed the hydration.
Okay.
But yeah, it was crazy. I mean, first 5K, 16:19, so it was about 5:15 pace. And felt easy, First 5K in a marathon should feel easy.
Yeah.
But it's kind of crazy. It's like, wow, I can run this fast and it feels easy. That's
Yeah.
awesome. Second
Which would be like a dream 5K.
second 5K was
like a real
exact
big
same.
dream.
Yeah.
Real big dream.
Yeah.
Yeah. So second 5K was exact same pace actually. So I was
Yeah.
still feeling good. And then mile 8, I tried to eat my second gel of the day, and I just started like dry heaving
Oh, really?
suddenly. I was like,
Mm.
oh, that's not
That's
good.
not good.
So that usually happens when I'm either overexerting or overheated in a race like that. My stomach sort of gets off because I've had that happen decent
Okay.
amount in races, and it's usually much later.
Yeah.
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 So to have it happen that early, I was concerned, and my quads were starting to feel a little heavy. I was like, okay, this. Not to be pessimistic, it might not be my day here if this is happening this early.
Yeah.
Did you at
With-
that point? Did you let off a little bit, or just try to hold the pace, or like?
It's
what were you
easy to
thinking?
say in retrospect I should have let off more, but I was kind of like, I gotta stay in this
Stay in
pack.
it.
So I think for like 1 mile, I let off by like 10 seconds, but then I got right back.
Do you
Okay.
Up
do you
to the
feel
pack.
like there's so much of a mental game in marathoning and any distance running
Yeah.
that once you have kind of decided it's not going to be your day, do you think that maybe you clicked into a different mindset?
I think that is possible for sure. I think the marathon is such a mental distance that is a possibility. So I tried not to worry about that and just stare at the person in front of
Yeah.
me and run, because that's, I find, just empty your mind, simplify things, just run in the pack.
Yeah.
So at least with a huge pack like that, there's no real mental strain. You're just
kinda drafting.
looking at the guy in front of you. Yeah, it was still a big pack by.
Yeah, the
mile
pack
8,
was
Mile 8,
insane.
it was still,
Yeah.
100 people or so. So it's
It reminded me
huge.
of when the the sharks are circling fish and they get them all
Yeah.
swirling around.
And they're
When
all-
I saw you guys going down the road, I'm like,
Yeah.
that looks like there's sharks keeping
And
these
all of
people.
all the sharks have pink and yellow,
Yeah.
pink and green shoes on.
Yeah.
It was. People were asking me so much about the course. It's kind of like you can't even notice the course because you're just like looking at people in front of you. It was
on
like,
their back.
I think there was a hill here because it felt harder, but you can't even see.
That's crazy.
Like,
Wow.
the course in that. I mean, you can see like the stretches ahead, but you're really
Yeah.
so just zoned in on the current.
And we were tracking, obviously back here, we were tracking you. You probably saw the entire feed of us talking about you during the race. I was like, this guy is nailing it at the halfway point. Like,
Yeah.
I was like, this is incredible.
Yeah, I mean, halfway, 109.16 or 109.15.
We're like, it's happening.
On paper, that looks great, but how I was feeling
Yeah.
was the complete opposite. I was like, okay, I've made it this far. Let's see how long I can hang on. So I probably made it till about 25K, 15 and a half miles before I was like, the pace was no longer possible.
Oh, it's such a long. It's that 15 miles in is so long to the finish.
Yeah.
And so far into the race. It's like if you're too far to stop, you're too long to crush.
So I've had that happen to me, but it's usually more like mile 22, 23 where I get that sort of feeling. I was like, oh god.
Did you come out of it at all after that, or was it just a pure grind from 15 miles on, like that?
It was
last
just
10 miles,
it was just
11
a
miles?
slow decline,
But I mean,
increasing pain, decreasing pace.
Well, your pace did decrease, but you still. I mean, it was a PR?
Yeah, so it's still a PR. So it was like, a couple miles after that, it dropped from, 518 to 525 to 530. And then mile 20, I'm probably running 540s. And then the last 6, I'm running like 550s. So I was just doing everything I could to just hold on and keep it as fast as I could.
Full disclosure, the last time that I did an all-out test for a mile on a track, I did a 5:30
I think
mile.
it's the same here.
And I felt so sick afterwards. like it took everything I could to do that. So it's mentally, like when you talk about these paces, it's the same sport. I know what running is. Maybe I can equate it to like all out. You're doing maximum effort, and maybe I'm doing maximum effort, but it just seems like a different sport when I know, like, Jeremy can hold an insane pace like that. Like, I look at you and I go, we're basically built not that different. We got legs.
Yeah.
I got
legs,
a torso.
got arms.
Yeah. It's not like I can, like you, some people will say, oh, look at the Ethiopians, they look different. The Kenyans, they look different. I'm like, you see someone like Jeremy, and I'm like, why can't I run faster?
Yeah. So I ended up coming in 2:24:35. So
it's still PR.
2.5 minute PR.
Yeah,
but
that's
really, I know, that wasn't what I was looking for, but still can take that solid.
How'd you feel how'd you feel overall, like mentally about the whole
afterwards?
Yeah.
I think it was a case where I was like, I really gave it my all mentally, and that's all you can do.
Yeah.
So I think I was at peace with it. I was happy with my effort.
You're young though. You're 26.
Yep.
You can get
4 years
much
from
out of
now,
that. You'll be in your prime still.
You'll be 30 next time going after Olympic track. Is it something that you're like, yeah, this is this is now something I want to try to achieve, or is it like, hey, that was a fun goal to set for 2019. Now I have other stuff that I want to do.
So they won't announce the next Olympic trial qualifying until about 2.5 years from now.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see what kind of shape I'm in when they announce it and what it is. But obviously, I would like to for the next cycle,
next
for
go.
sure.
So
but still a ways off.
If that's not your immediate goal, what are some of your like more immediate running goals, like for 2020 and 2021, etc.?
Yeah. So I'd like to really focus on like 5K, 10K, 10 mile speed. Since I've done like 4 or 5 straight marathon cycles, I've really become like so endurance focused that I think like those shorter distances, my PRs are really lacking in comparison. So I think it would be
filling out a resume.
and be beneficial in the long term, I think, to have that speed and then translate it back into marathoning later as well.
For sure.
And obviously this is live, so if you have any questions you want to ask Jeremy, I could think of 100 of them, just like stuff like how do you maintain several 100-mile weeks, anything like that.
Because you're a PhD student?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So, it's pretty much working almost full time.
Yeah.
And, running, if you're running that many miles.
And you need time to party and have fun.
And he does.
That kind of goes by the wayside a little.
Well, you're still out at a lot of Fast Ambassador events and stuff like that.
That's the thing.
When you can combine the running and social
And
events, it sort of
socializing.
optimizes
Makes it,
things.
yeah.
Like that.
So, if you're out there watching and you want to ask Jeremy a question, and you're pretty much self-coached, aren't you?
Yep.
Yeah, which is
No,
crazy.
I sit down, I write some crazy stuff up, and I see what happens. Yeah.
That's awesome. Well, yeah, it's really cool to hear about that, and like obviously it's awesome to know you and get to have you on the show.
We're gonna do a Wayne's World here.
Like
it's not worthy.
yeah.
But yeah.
but still finished 100th place, so it really puts it in perspective.
Is
Yeah.
it exactly 100?
Yeah,
That's kind of
puts
Yeah.
in perspective just how many fast people there are out there.
But the crazy thing
And that's
is,
just that
224,
race.
pretty much any other marathon is going to land you a win.
a medium
Except
size.
a bigger one.
Yeah,
But yeah,
medium size.
Well, yeah,
marathon.
New York or something like that. But let's I mean, you could just go around picking up prize money, which you do sometimes. Right?
Yeah. So that's awesome. But we do want to talk about some of the best in gear awards that we have going on, and
Before that,
and some shoe reviews that we got going on.
and one of the shoe reviews.
Yeah, so that's one of the shoe reviews that we had this week.
That's so funny. You thought of the same thing I
Yeah.
thought of.
Yeah, it's weird. It's almost like we have a running review website.
Oh, that is true. I should probably get the Kimbara over there too.
We had anyways, whatever. Get out of here. We had the Topo Athletic Zephyr, which Topo Athletic, small company out of New England. Not the Topo Athletic. We already showed that last week.
Yeah, but the review's up, so I can
Oh, okay.
just hold it up.
Topo Athletic Zephyr. There you go. It's a moderate light stability shoe, or not light so much, but it is a light stability shoe.
It's not too heavy. Yeah,
But it's not crazy heavy.
What's the
It's
drop
a
on it?
weaker stability shoe.
I think it's 5mm drop.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Okay. Yeah, it's
decent drop for
Most-
Topo. That's about as high as it'll get.
Most
Okay,
Topo shoes are like
Zero to 4.
Zero to
4.
four,
yeah.
A lot are in that 4 to 5 range. But yeah, anyways, you can talk about what your thoughts were on it. And
Yeah.
I mean,
just
I can
real-
see a lot of compression on the midsole. How many miles did you put on it?
These are over 100 miles at this point.
Wow.
So
Yeah.
I was wearing them a decent amount. Yeah.
Because you're and you were wearing them mostly for easy recovery.
For like
days?
easy
Okay.
sort of everyday runs.
And
yeah.
you said they helped a lot with your plantar fasciitis.
I at least wasn't having issues, so yeah,
That's
I'll
helpful.
credit the
That's-
shoe if that was
Yeah.
part of
That's
it.
kind of huge.
Well, what is it? Like? I actually didn't read your review,
Yep.
and I don't know much about the insert in the shoe. What is the plate for if it's not for speed?
It's for stability. So theoretically, it's stabilizing the foot and allowing your toes to sort of actually push down and propel off in
Like
there.
grab?
I don't know if grab, but they're allowed to flex and push off rather than
Okay.
just sort of being stable in there. So I think the plate is supposed to help with that as well as the big toe box there sort of
Right.
lets you move the toes around more. So I think that was probably the features that helped the most. yeah.
Speed wise,
I mean, I attempted to go faster on some of the Wednesday runs when we're going to 6:30, 6 flat on those, but I did feel like they were a
but
little.
for you that's a little slow.
It's a moderate, So with that, you could sort of feel the weight of the shoe
Okay.
on it a little. So I didn't really love them for speedier stuff, but for the everyday sort of recovery day runs, I was doing this or the Clifton or the Vomero really were my sort of workhorses for
Nice.
just pure mileage.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah, I wonder. We still don't know if the Vomero's coming out with a 15.
Oh, yeah, we haven't really heard anything
Yeah,
about that.
we haven't at all.
Um,
Which is interesting because that to me is like a shadow shoe from Nike. That there's a lot of people that like that shoe. Last year, I think it was one of my top shoes,
Yep.
and I haven't heard boo.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess we'll see. But yeah, so that was a review that we had this week, and that link is actually in the description if you want to go check it out, the written review. Also,
Would it also be in the drop email?
it is in the drop email.
There
So
you
if you
go,
haven't subscribed to
subscribe.
that, click it in the link down below. And of course, this week was also our 2019 Big Awards, the Best in Gear, which is our favorite time of the year.
Yeah.
And we have a lot of stuff on there, so we'll get through some of it today. Which,
And this one's up on the site live too. Review.
yeah, there you go. Which I think we talked about that.
We
last
talked
week,
about the
didn't we?
Kimbara 11 last week, but
Okay.
now you can actually read my
All right.
thoughts, and the edited video should be up today.
Oh yeah, we're doing a YouTube video. Anyways, and by the way, with the Kimbara 11, we had some miscommunications on the midsole material. So the new Power Run midsole is in the entire midsole foam, but there is a top sole
Power
made of
Run
Power Run
Plus.
Now some of the shoes have Power Run Plus in the entire midsole and top sole, like the Triumph 18 or Triumph 17, and
Some of the endorphin.
some of the endorphin line as well, the Speed and the Pro.
It's sort of confusing because they called it Everrun was the popcorny cushioning material in the Kimbara 10, which was just the topsole. They wrote Everrun on the side of it, but there wasn't Everrun Plus or Everrun.
Right.
So, and to me, honestly, the foam that they're saying is now Power Run EVA. It feels a lot like
ever run.
Kembar 10 ever run.
So-
So to me, it is just a regular EVA midsole material.
But the Power Run Plus is the lighter.
Yeah, the Power Run Plus stuff on top.
So yeah.
Lighter, more cushion, better than ever run, and it gives that shoe a nice feel.
So Thomas, with the Best in Gear Awards, what is your top overall shoe from last year? And this might be surprising to some people.
Is it though?
Yeah, because I panned this shoe last year.
Yeah.
I panned the
beginning.
Pegasus, and
Or
this one,
the original Turbo.
the original Turbo with
Yeah.
the stripe. I panned it. It just didn't work for me. It didn't feel right.
And this is the.
I've never thought that an upper made that much of a difference. For me, this one made a big difference. The Pegasus Turbo 2. And the reason why I gave this top shoe was because, how many shoes do we have come in this last week alone?
I don't know, 4 or 5.
4 or 5 shoes. So, like, I'm on a cycle right now where I'm running in 3 different shoes during the week, and I've got to get the miles in so that I can give an honest review of the shoe. And when there's downtime, I usually go back and pick one of the shoes that I like, but there's not a huge opportunity for it. This past year, I went back to this shoe so many times, not even thinking about it. I looked, when I went to go see which one I was going to choose for my favorite overall shoe, I went and looked at my Strava.
Yep.
This one had the most miles on it. I put the most miles on it. I got to give it kudos for looks, for feel. I just think that it starts off feeling a little bit mushy and dead, but the further and longer distance you go in it, the more it kind of firms up and becomes a really nice, lightish daily trainer.
Yeah.
So I thought it was pretty good. Have you run in this?
Yeah, so I think I was sort of in the minority with the previous edition, where I really liked the previous edition. I do really like this one too. I'm
Yeah.
not sure if I actually favor one over the other, but I frequently use Turbo 1 or Turbo 2 for long runs, for sort of tempo runs.
Have you
stuff like
raced
that.
it all in the Turbo?
I ran the Solstice in them last week, so I mean that was sort of not really a race.
Well, that's almost interesting that you would pick this shoe for that, because that says before you even got to the line, you're like, this isn't an A race.
It's something I would wear for a workout or for a long
Right.
run, so it's sort of that level of shoe, I think.
Yeah.
So
I did love the same thing. I love the upper on it. I love the way it felt, and like you said, I think the like the softness of it kind of, I don't love it first, but I think when you get into those longer miles.
Yeah, this is definitely a shoe that the personality, it ripens over the run. It's not like immediate
That's what my wife said to me.
that your
Last
personality
week,
ripened down.
last week actually.
still
Really?
ripening.
Yeah, that's actually
Still
a good way, because
ripening.
sometimes it goes the other direction where it starts to rot.
Yeah.
Well, you can get overripe. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, I really liked you when we met. Now, I know you.
Yeah.
But yeah,
So then we also have best. Did you bring best daily trainer? There it is.
of course I did. We're professional
And
here.
this was almost your top overall shoe.
If this had probably come in a little earlier in the year,
Yeah.
it could have competed with some of the mileage I put on the Pegasus. This, to me, is a shoe, and the reason it's up there, and I think I could recommend this shoe to anyone, and it will work for them. It's got a nice stable platform, tons of cushioning. It doesn't feel dead under your foot, so while it has cushioning, it still has some pop on takeoff. The upper fits, it's going to fit most foot shapes. It's got a very stretchy knit in the front, locked down on the sides with the reinforced stitching on the sides to keep that saddle locked in. The heel counter, to me, we've talked about the oddity of what this actually looks like.
Yeah.
The
That's a
the
high,
veins are
yeah.
popping
Yeah,
out.
but it worked, and they're calling this kind of a pull tab. The elf back of a shoe is not going away. We're going to see some more shoes this year,
The new,
and that's a good segue.
The Clifton up
For
for
the-
the
for the
Clifton
next
7, but this past year the Clifton 6,
This
best cushion shoe.
This could also win for Daily Trainer, especially if you're Megan, because I don't know if you watched our talk with Connor on Running Warehouse, but we picked this as a top cushion shoe.
Sorry,
Yeah, this guy.
I'm trying to read the comments.
You run in Clifton, but anyway, we picked this. I picked this mostly because it's just a nice, easy shoe to run in. It feels good. They lightened it up. It's just smooth underfoot, and it is also the only shoe that we got a free pair to review. And then Megan went back and purchased another pair. She loves the shoe so much, and she put so many miles on the shoe. This is Megan's, like, you know how you have your race day? Race day is going to be Vaporfly for Megan. Every other run, if she could, if she wasn't forced to review other shoes, she begrudgingly reviews other shoes, she'd be running in the Clifton.
I like it.
Yeah.
So got that one. What's next? What do you got there?
Are we going to speed day?
Might as well go to speed
No,
day.
you have your trail shoes.
Yeah, I don't have those with me, but for trail shoes, we really love the Topo Athletic Mountain Racer, another Topo. Really nice, lighter shoe with great grip. Got that wide toe box. Not a ton of cushioning, but I like it a little bit more firm. But still offers that protection on some trails.
On the trail, I don't mind a firmer shoe because the ground is softer.
I like the feel of the trail. I don't really love the Speedgo because I can't feel it that well. But which brings us to the next shoe that our trail reviewers loved was the HOKA EVO Speedgoat. Super, like a faster version of the Speedgoat. I don't know if they're gonna make it again. So if you really like it,
stock up.
Or the Speedgoat 3. Didn't love the Speedgoat 4. The upper's a little stiff. So yeah. On to the best race day shoe.
I mean, it's ridiculous.
I don't even know why we're talking
it's
about
ridiculous. Nike's actually made it boring because it used to be like you could have a debate about different speed flats.
Nope, nobody's debating it.
It's like
we'll see. Next year when New Balance and Adidas
we'll see.
You will all release their
yeah. We'll see. But
racing
guess what?
shoes.
Then Alphafly comes out and it's like keep it final. I'm afraid.
I saw another proto shot of the Alpha.
Where they just look like
speed.
huge. Like
Yeah, as soon as you get
the stack height is crazy.
It's nuts.
But I mean, this shoe, unless you haven't been able to run in this shoe, you might pick a different shoe. I don't know. I know that another reviewer picked the Carbon X in the thing, Jameson Michael. And I'm guessing it's because, one, he didn't either race that much this year, or he didn't run in the Vaporfly. I don't know, Jamie. You'll have to let us
Come
know.
back at us.
Yeah, but yeah, there's no doubt. I mean, Sam and I agreed on the shoe in the video of Running Warehouse. I don't think anybody with 2 feet who's racing would pick a different shoe if they have this option.
Yeah.
I guess if you're a sponsored runner, you may want to try to go with your sponsor.
With your
Yeah,
Sharpie Vaporflies.
you might want to go with Black Mount. But I mean, you said you saw HOKA and some other shoes in the start line. I'm guessing those guys were either sponsored or there was something
They
wrong.
were wearing the full, HOKA
the full kit. Yeah.
And then there were a few sort of black prototypes, which I think were probably Brooks.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, we saw the Hyperion Elite.
Yeah.
And we'll talk to you about that off camera.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, someone did ask, has anyone talked to you on any level about being sponsored, or have you, and also related, have you thought about, aside from Faster Bastards, like running with like a professional club or like a more oriented towards that?
So there's not really a club of that description in the area, I would say. Like in DC there are a couple, but there's no real, like, I guess New York you have some pretty serious groups up there with sort of intense training, but I feel like in Baltimore there's not really a group that's to that level, I would say. Sponsorship, nothing like real, like to that level for sure.
We'll
Sponsored by Believe in the Run.
Yeah.
We'll
if I get 10 minutes faster,
We'll put you in contact with Honey Stinger.
Yeah, yeah. Or none. You can get that.
Actually, CIR
you
already
could
had Noon and Dirt, so I got my fill.
You could probably be definitely Rabbit Elite, but anyway, I know that this isn't one of the ones that I picked for Speed Shoe, but we're talking about why you would pick the any other shoe other than the Vaporfly next, and it comes down to fit and the wide boy.
Yeah, Jared
himself.
Jared,
By the
happy
way,
birthday, Jared.
Happy birthday to you.
Yeah, he's not here because he's eating cake, but
or a donut,
or probably cakes and donuts. But he has a wide foot, doesn't work in a Vaporfly, so for speed, he went with the wide version of the New Balance Fuel Cell Rebel, and I have to say, this might be if we didn't have Vaporfly, this would possibly be the shoe that I'd be racing as well. Great fitting upper, terrific midsole, light, feels great on the foot. It's a good one.
It looks awesome.
It is cool.
It is really cool.
You know what the only thing that's cool in this?
Ice cold.
Those custom ones I got with the
yeah.
Vazi pace upper on them, and then
should we bring those back just to?
Yeah, you just
to
yeah,
brag.
Just to brag.
I mean,
Check out these shoes you guys can't get.
It's pretty much the highlight of my year, getting these shoes, and thanks to Danny, who hooked us up. But yeah, I mean, look.
I mean,
Yep.
it's pretty sick.
Which one would you want?
Dude, you need to put those in a glass case.
I'm good. That's why
tried
there's.
either.
I got. And by the way, I got 2 pairs of these. That's why these have not been touched to pavement.
Yeah.
Where I haven't even put these ones on the foot. They still have that like paper tissue wadding.
Oh, I wear
inside.
them around the office when you're not here.
Barefooted.
Yeah. So this pair is going in my like personal collection of untouched sneakers. And then the other pair that I have, I've actually run in, and I have to say, I was gonna do a review, but I didn't want to do anything that would damage the sales for this shoe. It's not that I enjoy it that much, but it's just a personal thing. I love the way this upper looks. I love it on this platform. So, and we saw some New Balance stuff coming out next year. Gonna blow your mind. There's some great stuff.
By the way, New Balance or any other shoe company out there, if you're trying to give us some one-off shoes, we're more than welcome to take them off your hands.
Yeah.
You have some extra outsoles and uppers lying around the factory.
Yeah.
We'll
highlight
together
it.
out there. Yeah.
But yeah, so it's exciting stuff they've got coming out. So, you know, honestly, next year, our boy Jarrett probably gonna have a new favorite shoe.
Yeah. So that kind of like covers the shoes for the most part. Moving on to a few gear things. I brought some of the stuff with us.
You and I agree on one of those things. I can see back there.
Yeah. Yeah, we wrote our reviews on one of those. So Megan really liked the John G Rain Runner pack jacket. It's like their waterproof jacket that they just came out with. It was
And it
really
looks
nice.
good on her.
And they do a great job with designs, and I feel like their production has improved over the last
I mean,
year.
they have a great mission, but if the clothes aren't good, who cares about the mission? I mean,
And they knew that too, and they've made it a point to kind of make sure their production's in line with
yeah,
it.
and it's definitely,
Consistent.
you've got a John G hat over
Yeah.
there that he wore to work with
And
his
then
lamb pants.
oh yeah, by the way,
Lamb pants.
peep these lamb pants that I got from Running Warehouse. They're the softest.
Yeah.
Like they're
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, look at that.
They're totally insane.
Yeah.
But I'm just lounging.
It's like he
I'm
took it. These are like if you took a stuffed animal and skinned it and made pants out of it.
It really is.
No animals were hurt in
made
the
from
making
the
of these
hides
pants.
of stuffed
Right.
animals.
Children's dreams were destroyed.
Dude, I feel like these are right in Jarrett's wheelhouse.
They
'cause
are.
That dude loves to be cozy.
He likes to be cozy and have a full stomach.
Which these will go right in
Yeah.
line with that.
They're stretchy waistband.
Anyways, aside from that, if you want these, head over to our Running Warehouse link in the bio and grab a pair. They're on sale now. Probably gonna sell out soon because everybody watching this video is gonna buy them.
Yeah.
I did actually, and you've seen me wear this jacket a lot.
I have. This is a daily wear for Robbie.
It's an outdoor research. It's called the Vigor Hybrid. It's kind of like a vest style. So there's like a light, like kind of this light insulated layer. It's very light.
And it's good for against wind.
Good against wind. It's just a kind of a nice, comfortable layer to wear. And I've run this just with like a singlet underneath.
It's kind of like a technical sweatshirt
Yeah.
with a little extra.
airy enough.
It is. It works pretty well.
Yeah,
like in
look at the
quarter,
sleeves in the back.
like a 35 degree, 30 degree run.
I mean, I would guess that if you paired that with a base layer that's pretty warm, maybe even that wool one from Tracksmith.
Yeah.
that-
What's that? You have that one. Actually, I had it. Right.
Yeah, the base
I
layer.
wore it
yeah,
today
it's-
on the way here. Yeah, it's a nice jacket for just kind of wearing in general, or there's colder runs. I really liked it. So thanks to Outdoor Research for that. I really liked the Path Project's Grave short that came out this year. It was like super comfortable, had a lot of pockets. The one thing with Path Projects, you do have to wear like a baseliner with them.
You don't have to. I've run Sans baseliner.
You can let that junk fly.
Yeah, you just have to make sure you got some glide on.
Yeah. But they're nice. I thought they were super comfortable. I loved wearing those things.
Yeah, those I do like. Their quality. I put down
another short that you
every
like?
every year.
The
I put
Tracksmith.
down the Tracksmith Van Cortlandt.
Yeah.
It's a little short for some people. It's probably too short for me, but I love it. But I race in it. I love it.
And
It's
you can't
like-
really go wrong with any Tracksmith
No,
gear. I mean,
can't.
it's like, let's be honest. Another company you really can't go wrong with, and they got our like 2 best
Rabbit?
shirts. Yeah, and women's shorts was a Rabbit.
Yeah.
Do you have any Rabbit gear?
I have one pair of shorts.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
Monica DeVries and team.
I really don't understand. And we're not affiliated or sponsored or anything by them. I don't understand how they make their clothes so comfortable. It's like some of the materials they use are like ridiculously soft.
Yeah.
Like
Softer than those pants.
You know, these
Actually,
lights are
yes,
way
wow.
too bright.
Crazy.
Look how we're totally overexposed. I can
Oh,
see it on
Thomas
the
is
camera.
freaking out about the
Yeah.
lighting. Oh well.
We're too East Coast white for this much light.
We are white. Well, now everybody's going to be paying attention
Yeah.
to that and not to what you're talking about.
It's the best of.
Um,
Jaybird.
someone asked, are we getting the new Nike Infinity Reacts?
Yeah.
We'll have them in some capacity.
Yeah. Probably as shoes.
Yeah.
Yeah, would
So-
be the capacity.
The day before CIM, there was a 5K in the Capitol there, and I saw Carrie Demoff, the Nike marathoner, ran at Doha in the World Champs. She was
Yeah.
wearing Apparel. I was like,
Really?
oh, wow. I was like, sweet. Like, so those
Was
are
she
kinda-
wearing them for the race? Or
No, she was
like
just
in
sort of
general?
jogging
Okay,
around,
gotcha.
Yeah.
watching.
Yeah. I mean, they look.
So
I mean,
they look
they
they
look
look
like
pretty
the Epic
similar
React.
to Epic Reacts.
I think they
like
have a
little-
wider like base on them.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't like going.
Yeah.
I mean, they're
Taking a tape measure
Nike's
out,
thrown
like,
out some
see those.
wild claims on those that they're going to protect you from injury.
Yeah,
and-
reduced. I mean, if that's true, that's huge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess we'll find out.
Yeah.
And then had a couple more things. Headlamps was the Petzl Actic Core, rechargeable battery, but you can also put normal batteries in it, which is cool. So you have that option. Taylor and I really like this headlamp. What else do we have? Oh yeah, Thomas.
Yeah, these are
You
my
can talk about these.
love these guys. This Jaybird
Vista.
Vista. Vista is the only
Vista.
way. Yeah, you may say Vista.
I don't know.
Jaybird Vista.
Vista.
Do you run with headphones at all?
Occasionally, but I just have wired ones. Like,
These little puppies.
You need,
An
to get
old
it, you need to get on
yeah,
that light.
yeah.
Look out! Grab one of these.
so you're saying I should go these over AirPods?
Oh my God! Yeah.
No doubt.
Yeah. First off, the AirPods, they now have a noise canceling one, but it's like ridiculously expensive. And these just fit in your ear. They're light. The battery life on them is insane. It's like 17 hours. And then
Do they have the rechargeable case?
this
as well?
is the rechargeable case. So this, if you wanted longer, like say that you're out there for an ultra, you could tuck this into a pocket.
Yeah. Pop it in.
Now, and the crazy thing is they're waterproof, and it's not like a waterproof coating
Yeah.
that wears off and then with your sweat and the corrosion gets in there. These are actually encased
Like it's just one unit, so
one
there's
unit,
no
so
cracks.
there's no place for water to get in.
Right.
So if you were running and you didn't want to listen to music, you can pop them out, stick them in your shorts pocket, even if you sweat all over them.
Go for a swim.
It's you can go for a swim.
Technically.
They're not gonna get damaged, and the sound quality is bumping.
Yeah.
And it has an app. You can set up the equalizer for them to individual, and it's got this really neat thing. So you have to go someplace quiet. It'll make a little hissing noise, and as soon as you can hear the hissing noise, you hit the button, and it adjusts the equalizer specifically for your hearing, so that you'll get the most out of the sound quality. And there's playlists and
And
stuff.
I know, like, one of the things in the past that people maybe had some quality issues with them, but we've had these ones for 6 months or so,
Yeah.
and I wear them every day.
Yeah.
And
They're my favorite.
Yeah.
And I have the Power Beats Pro, and I have the AirPods, and the Power Beats Pro have great sound. They go over the ear though, so if you're wearing a hat or sunglasses, that irritates me. They just feel a little heavier. These fit in your ear. They're light. Like I said, if you want to stop wearing them, because like sometimes, I don't know about you, but like I'll get on, like I'm running, and I just get sick of the music. Like I can't find
Sure.
something I like or something.
Yeah.
So to just be able to take them out and get rid of them is great.
yeah, we also had Territory Run Company. We got a bunch of their hats this year, which we really liked
Yeah.
for running. Tom's, do you also love Boko?
I
Which
do
we're
love
fans of
Boko gear.
So either of those are great
Yeah.
choices.
We order all our stuff for
Faster.
Faster Bastards, all the custom hats. We go through Boko, and yeah, they've been great. They've been good. I think I've been using them now for like 5 years, 6 years. I used to use them for Believe in the Run. I still use them for Believe in the Run hats. But yeah, I mean, they've been around.
Yeah, best GPS watch. I did all the GPS watch testing this year. I did all 3 Coros watches, a couple Polar, Garmin. I actually just got the 245 in this week, so we'll be doing an official review on that. Overall, Coros Apex Pro, favorite GPS watch of the year. 40 hours battery life. I love Coros's controls and everything like that.
Did you mention Polar? They reviewed Polar as well?
Yeah, we did review Polar. And actually, Polar has 2 new watches coming out in the spring, which I'm pretty excited about because we saw them at the running event.
Yeah.
And we're going to be doing those shortly, so I think they're going to be pretty cool. And Polar's like the company that has just like crazy amounts of data, like you can
and
really
heart rate stuff.
Really good heart rate stuff.
Yeah. They're catching up on the GPS side.
Yeah.
And this is their attempt, and I think, you know, that they're gonna have. I mean, the chip pretty much makes it an even playing field.
Everyone's using this same Sony chip. I mean, it does matter with the case and the GPS antenna a little bit, depending where that is. But yeah, so excited to do that for this year. It was the Coros Apex Pro. So that's a new. If you're looking to get a new watch, I know some people have had some problems with some of the Garmin batteries, maybe with the 235, like dying early and things.
Are there any deals on the Coros watches? Like we're getting into holiday season.
So Coros is very adamant about like not doing any sales of watches because they're like, this is the price, this is worth it. We don't want and I don't know if this is the right philosophy, but they don't want their customers saying, oh, I bought this watch and now you're offering it for $100 less.
Well, I mean, to a certain degree, Garmin's pretty much like that. The time that you get savings on Garmin is when they're about to
a new line.
Do a new line. So yeah, I mean, I think to a certain degree, you can go 2 ways. I feel you're right when you train consumers to go after deals, then they wait, and you know.
Yeah. I
like the idea of not feeling like a sucker. That the price I paid here, I'm not gonna, you know, all of a sudden see you come up and be like, oh, I got this for $50 left. And you're like,
but it's also nice to pay $50 less.
True.
Yeah.
So if you're on the other end of this,
or get them for free and review them.
Yeah.
Right.
So go start your own website, but don't compete with us. If you're in another country, it's fine. Yeah. What else do we have?
You want Buff?
Just the Buff. Yeah, like the Buff Dry Flex. Nice little item for the winter.
That's a good look. That's a good look. It's
so
breathable.
Don't kill yourself trying to put it on because you might get lost in it. But it's you know, you got to do all this stuff.
Yeah.
Rob a bank.
Yeah. I was gonna say.
And stay warm while you're robbing that bank.
Don't walk into a lot of Baltimore liquor stores wearing that. You know.
I always have to remember that in the wintertime. I'm like walking into any store in Baltimore or just past people that I'm like terrifying to them.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. Buffs have become, you know, part of your winter gear.
Just like throw it on. You can take it off. You get hot. Put it on your wrist. Whatever. I mean, I love it.
Yeah. Plus, you look kind of, you know, French or something. I don't know.
Adventurous.
Oui.
Yeah.
That works, right?
That's
the extent of my French.
That was very good.
So,
yes.
Sorry, Canadians and everyone else in the world.
Yeah. Je ne sais quoi. No, that's nothing.
That's a thing, right?
Yeah, I suppose.
C'est la vie.
Deja vu.
So there you go. Let's see. Oh yeah, this is actually, someone had a good comment here. For anyone debating a smartwatch, some health insurances offer discounts on Garmin's.
True.
So I know even like even CareFirst, like our local insurance,
it's like 25%.
It's like 25%
Yeah,
usually.
it's a pretty good amount.
Yeah. So
I did not know that.
Yeah. So if you do have health insurance in America, go to your check out your health provider, and they might offer that discount.
That's
I
awesome.
just found that out like this year too.
And you probably bought watches without that discount.
No, I'm super cheap, so I had I think like super cheap GPS watches for my whole life.
You basically just tied yarn to a shoe and ran from the house.
Yeah. I'll bring it in one of these days. I
The
still
computer?
have it. The computer from like 2008. I bought it in 2017. And it was like $30 on eBay,
Nice.
which is still probably too much.
Yeah.
And someone just got the 245 this morning. Guess who it is? Jared.
Jared. Oh, was it a birthday present?
It was.
Probably.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cute.
But he won't be reviewing it.
Yeah.
Damn right.
Jared's expenses right now are just going through the roof. You just had a wedding, birthday presents, GoPros,
He's just
trips.
He's living that tech life,
Yeah.
or whatever life it is. He's living that dual income, no kids life.
Yeah.
I miss that life.
Dual income, no kids,
That was a good one.
and he's not buying a lot of avocado toast. He does
Yeah.
donuts.
Just
That'll
donuts.
That are
bankrupt
cheaper.
avocado toast.
A lot cheaper.
Yeah. I think that's pretty much it. For any, there was
Do we
a
have any,
couple.
do we have
other
any
items.
questions for Jeremy for the running
There
stuff?
was a couple other questions. How many miles a week do you run? I think you kind of covered that, but typically.
I mean, there's sort of no typical because I've just been doing marathon cycles.
Just take 5,000 divided by 52.
Yeah.
And
90 to 100 is
90 to
probably a
100.
fair
Yeah.
weekly estimate.
Yep. And
Did anybody ask to see my pants?
no, but no one. Yeah,
No,
let's not go there. Thomas doesn't have any on right now.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's,
I always do the show sans pants.
it's for good luck, though. I
Yeah.
mean, you need that.
Yeah. It makes me less nervous.
Yeah.
It's like the opposite of
So
everyone
yeah,
else.
you don't picture them without
Yeah.
pants. You just go
Yeah.
without pants.
Yeah.
When Thomas has that anxiety dream, it's not him naked out in public. It's him wearing clothes in public.
Yeah.
He gets.
Anything longer than a 5-inch short drives me nuts.
And about the topos, someone said that they feel like the topos have good durability. Any comment on that? I guess you have a little bit.
So far, so good. I mean, these are probably
100 miles.
100 to 150 miles in right now, and it's a little wear, but they're
Yeah.
still holding up fine. So I don't know how they'll
I mean,
be
you
in
could
200 more miles.
You can get 300 out of them easy
Yeah, for sure.
if you want to. Maybe we'll get them a different shoe to review.
Yeah.
Is there anything that's on your list that you're
We
looking
do
to
have.
review?
You're
There's
lined,
a
up
couple-
you're lined up for a couple
Yeah,
reviews.
there's a couple. On the
What
list
do we
coming
got? What do we got lined
The-
up?
Skechers, Forza 4,
Skechers Forza
and
4.
Adidas SL.
Yeah, SLs. Yeah, that. Whatever. I forget what it is.
Super lights?
Super lights.
It's
I don't
supposed
know
to be
if it's
similar to
SL.
the Adios from what I was
Yeah.
reading.
Oh, I like the
Yeah,
IS.
So I think the Skechers Forza 4 will be
Yeah.
good because that's like,
It's like
somewhat
a lighter
stability.
stability
lighter
shoe,
stability.
and they're
And-
putting the new Hyper Foam in it.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm working on the Ultra Boost 20 review. I should have it written, hopefully
Right after
today,
this.
and then I guess Robbie will put his touches on it because
Yep.
he's amazing. And then we should get
Thanks,
that up.
Thomas.
And yeah, I'll probably shoot a video for this
Yeah.
because
That
they're pretty.
review maybe will be a little Christmas present for y'all.
Is
Yeah.
it gonna be a space themed video? You know, with like a
That would be
little
great.
lunar backdrop
Oh,
and
dude, we should.
Oh, that would be
got
good.
like the
Yeah.
Apollo there.
We need strings to
Yeah.
have you
I could
floating.
levitate.
The whole
Yeah.
The whole time.
have people dropping things in.
Can we start with that song?
David Bowie song?
No, no.
The
Ladies and
2001.
gentlemen.
Oh, okay.
Oh, we're floating
Floating
in
in
space.
space and
Like by Spiritualized?
Yeah, Spiritualized. That's the song. I'm thinking
I
of.
was imagining the dun 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 dun.
Or that.
dun,
I like
Yeah.
that. And we could have a monkey break the case that the shoe's in. And we could bring it out.
Dude, this might be the most expensive thing we've ever
Yeah.
done.
This review just came together.
Let's get a green wall back here too. Let's get it.
You know what? No joking aside, my 8-year-old wants to have his own YouTube channel.
Uh-huh.
So I looked up camps for YouTube.
YouTube camp.
And there's
Oh,
one,
really?
and they even teach the kids how to do
No
green
way.
screen, video game
Dude,
walkthroughs,
that's
all stuff.
crazy.
So hopefully he still wants to do it this summer. I'm gonna
I'd
sign
watch
him up.
that.
Right? I was
Yeah.
like, I need that summer camp. We're gonna give Robbie a
Dude,
week
I can
off to
only
go to stuff.
imagine
You want a
Yeah.
week off? To
Kids are gonna be so much more like tech capable
It's
than
crazy.
we were in 10
Yeah.
years.
That alone tells me that like normal TV isn't going to be a thing like in
It's
30 years.
my youngest son watches YouTube videos with the personalities playing Minecraft. So he's actually watching Minecraft,
Yeah.
but the people are talking.
Yeah, they have the little box.
Yeah, the little box, and he like hours.
Yeah.
I don't understand because when we were kids, remember when you had to play 2-player Nintendo and you're like watching like your friend? It was the worst thing ever. You're
Yeah.
just like, give me the damn control.
Yeah, you're like watching you play. The only time you liked watching someone play is when you couldn't get past the level, and your friend's like, "Oh, I'll show you how to get past the level."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah, that's it.
When you like jump on the turtle shell and get like 1,000 lives.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Hidden rooms.
So that's all running stuff to talk about
Yeah.
in the future.
Yeah.
Anyways, I think that's pretty much it for today.
Yeah. If you
been a good
like
episode.
Jeremy better than Jared, hit the like button.
Yep.
And
Not
if
on
it
his
gets
birthday.
if it gets more likes than ones that Jared's been on,
Okay.
we might replace him with Jeremy. So
Maybe.
let us know.
Let the best
Happy
man
birthday,
win.
Jared.
Just a brutal birthday gift.
Yeah, if Jameson is on her mutual and hard.
Yeah.
Anyways, but yeah, thanks for watching. Have a great Christmas for those who celebrate
Yeah.
Christmas.
Happy holidays.
Have a great Happy New Year for those who celebrate Happy New Year.
I'm opting out of believing in New
celebration.
Year's from
Okay.
now on.
Let's believe in one
It's
year.
one
for
long year.
Yeah.
Just the rest
It's
of the time.
now before Thomas and after Thomas.
I love that.
Is
I
you know.
could get down with that.
Yeah.
T-A-T.
Yeah. Are you guys part of my timeline?
Yeah,
or
join the
not?
call.
Yeah. You guys could also have your own timelines, and
Yeah.
ours just intersect in the cosmic realm. I'm just a spiritual being having a human experience.
Sounds
Yes.
confusing for
So we'll,
scheduling purposes.
Anyone that subscribes to our drop, we'll send you some
Yes,
Kool-Aid
so-
to drink.
Yeah.
And,
Okay.
and some black Nikes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the Kool-Aid will probably be scratched because that's my favorite kind of Kool-Aid.
Your scratch Kool-Aid and
yeah.
black vapor flies.
Yeah. Oh, that's that. That would be a good call.
A good call. The
Yeah.
Vaporfly call.
You get it. Like, how many people would join if we're like, your uniform that you get for free is a
Oh,
pair
dude.
of Vaporflies and this black tracksuit.
Dude, I'd join it.
Yeah, you'd
And
be like,
this implant that's required.
yeah,
it's
you just
fine.
be like, well, whatever.
Cut that thing
It's
out
it's a
after.
GPS, anyways. Just
Yeah.
tells us how fast you run.
Yeah. Put this GPS in your skin so we can get advanced metrics on you.
Yeah, this one kind of took a turn to.
Yeah.
But
Anyways,
that's what happens.
do the thing. Subscribe to YouTube.
Instagram is banging.
Follow us on
Everybody's
there.
on Instagram. Check
Yeah.
us out. Definitely join the Facebook group. We should probably be posting more stuff to there. We're
Yeah,
not.
I know.
We're not keeping up on that as well as good.
It's
Thanks to
tiring.
Dave Ames. He's doing it.
Yeah, post some
But,
stuff in that group
Yeah.
that's not running related.
And think about coming to Baltimore for the Baltimore Running Fest this fall. Hang out with Faster Bastards. It's fun.
Party.
It's
have a
great.
Good time.
Baltimore is better than you think it is. That should be our tagline.
But just at the end of every episode.
Yeah.
Okay.
Baltimore is better than you think it is.
All right.
Stay
y'all.
tight.
Yeah. Merry presents. Merry Christmas.
Yeah.
Just saying words now.
Throw a shoe.
Hanukkah, Kwanzaa,
All right. They're all
Nailed
there.
it.
There's got to be another holiday.
Festivus.